What is it? God, not again. Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whomsoever you like. Why don't you keep it with your own kind out by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone? Jesus. I preach the teachings of Azamia, the warden. Hast thou come to partake of the honey of her wisdom? Azama is the keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, needy child, and thou shalt want for naught until the end of days. Jeez, like, even for a shitty town like this, they even treat the poor very poorly. Greetings, good sir. Is there aught I might assist you with? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Mayhap you should rejoin your fellows out at the pond north of Sandgate. Yeesh, yeah. Now we should take one more turn at the bar. Jeez, yeah. This guy's having it rough too. Hang in there, buddy. And I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say? Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now get out of here so I can finish my story. Oh no, how is this so fucking relatable? I want to let it be known too that this is not my first rodeo. I've actually had it, like, before Snowball Studios, actually, that I hadn't had employment for almost a year. And they saved me. So it could happen again. Not with Snowball, though. I haven't actually heard from them in a long time. You have quite a knack for being a nuisance, Brygon. The camp is abuzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants. And though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate, to the east of here. The eyes of the authorities do not reach that place, rather the ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let us go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. We don't want to give away our identity too soon. But yeah, enough about my employment. Like, I'm just not like the only one out there, I'm pretty sure. I still kind of feel like that writers and actors strike have done, like, irreplaceable damage to the industry. And it's surprising that this hasn't happened only once. It happened, like, at least a century ago. Or not a century, like years ago, too. Like, there was probably a strike that happened when people complained about, like, 2D going into 3D animation. A fine morning for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? A fine day for marrying. If I do say so myself. You look absolutely smashing, Brygon. Positively dressed for deception. All that's left, then, is to wait for our quarry to appear. Oh, you poor, unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live. No way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child. I mean you no harm. I am a priest of the Order of Naldthal, and I come to offer you succor. This leaflet bears the teachings of Nald. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of Penori. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance, you would have made a god-awful mummer, Ungust. What? How did you know? You bastards tricked me! Please don't hurt me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I am a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised here, if not born. Some moons ago, the Amalja raids began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm, and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them. Few as they were, everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew. And so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amalja in hopes of broking a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands. Outrageous ones. Demands? Of what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule for crystal shipments from the Nawo mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people, so I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Amalja. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence? You could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you are not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak. The was good. What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes and not see even a fraction of what the Amalja paid me. You sacrificed innocence so that you could line in your own pockets? Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess of words in, then blame yourselves or the gods. Ugh, not you again. Were you the one leaking the immortal flames' patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No! I know nothing about that! I swear it! At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth. But no matter. There'll be time enough to learn the truth. Le sob. Brygon, be a good man and take word of these developments to Minfilia, would you? I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Do you think I could do voice acting? I feel like I could. I just need a strong enough voice to do it. I know it takes like years to practice with like good tones and shit like that, but I feel like I could do it. I could do some random voice work if I could. That'd be like so much fun. Like with the right tools and everything, like I could do it. I mean, hell, I even have a good enough microphone to get myself out there. And what I'm actually trying to do, I think I'm testing out how to like stream on Streamlabs. I'm trying to see if I can like do recording and stream at the same time. Oh, excuse me. So like I can stream with the microphone, the desktop audio, the Elgato and shit like that. But when I go in to do recordings of those streams, I will only do the game screen or the desktop screen and not have my microphone be recorded. But I could also do it so that I can change filters on the microphone so that I sound good without having the use of Audacity. I'm sure a lot of streamers have gone through that. Welcome back, Brygon. I am pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see. You have done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taking, and none but the Amalja know the answer. Suffice it to say, they will not willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all this is said and done. That's another quest done. So it looks like the next one has materia in it, which is a staple in Final Fantasy franchise. And we're actually going to learn how to add materia into our weapons and armor in a little bit. Oh, and those are weapon coffers. Apparently those are like treasure chests, I guess, containing like rare weapons and stuff. Though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take to the field suitably prepared, I want to have you to meet with a goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Mudamix Bubblypots, and he is a scholar of no small repute. Mudamix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mudamix and his students, it has now been disseminated to the great benefit of all the realm. Yeesh. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mudamix and bid him use it to demonstrate this craft to you. Mudamix is ever to be found at his camp in central Thanalan, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke, and the way will become clear. Okay, so this next quest is, as I said, it's going to learn us, or teach us how to use, extract, and equip materia into our weapons and armor. Which is probably the first time I've ever heard about this stuff, because I know Final Fantasy VII does that. Throughout my time playing 13 and 10, and a bit of, actually, I think Final Fantasy IX does that. I just don't remember because I played it on PS4 for trophy hunting. But I don't remember if there was materia that I've heard of before. But this is actually my first time hearing about it. Oh, yep, pillar of smoke. That's a very rainbow-like smoke. That really just looks like some Studio Ghibli kind of like house. Yeah, that's Mudamix.
Psco? Who is Uplander come to 10th ring of Mudamix Bubblypots?
Just hand him a very worn-out dagger. Fighty Tool drinks an airy self. When full of airy self, Fighty Tool changes to Stony Shine, name of materia. If materia join with other Fighty Tool, then big guys! Fighty Tool gains power of airy self. Psco! Mudamix is reckoning that Uplander and friend of Minfilia. Yes, tongue flaps reach ears of Mudamix with fastness.
Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of materia. Uplander brings fighty tool to Munimix, yes?
Here.
School! Fighty tool is unstrong as eating tool. Make good teachy show of power of materia.
The materia, master.
Now eyes of Uplander pointing at fighty tool, yes? Materia join with fighty tool. Fighty tool gains power of materia. Fighty tool reborn. Here, Uplander take fighty tool to Minfilia.
Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by drawing out the etheric constituents from a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you. It must have sufficient spirit bond, that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit.
When you attach a piece of materia to gear, you imbue the host item with its power. That's how Master Mutamix turned that dagger of yours from somewhat, as would have struggled to cut steak into a weapon worth a wielding. Score! Uplander wishes to be a joiner of materia. Then Uplander best fill brain case with knowings of crafty making. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants brain case to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learning wands of Mutamix.
Sheesh, what a tongue. But yeah, I think this next part is just gonna teach us how. I was probably in a bit of a rabble trying to figure out how to get this to work. But it turns out that there's a couple of steps that I missed, which hopefully it should explain soon. Yeah, you earn a skill called materia extraction. What would you say if I told you that inanimate objects can possess a soul? They can, believe it or not. Oh, I guess I skipped the dialogue for this. The arms and the armor that you can use oh. Okay, I can't read on this one. Never mind. But yeah, you earn a skill called materia extraction. You pretty much just talk to him. And you can use that to search for certain materia. Okay, if you wish to remove materia, highlight its icon and select retrieve materia. There's a chance that the materia will be salvaged. All right. You can now extract materia from items. Materia extracted from one piece of gear can be affixed to another, improving its attributes. So like crits, defense, attack power, etc. To extract materia from an item, you must have first created a spirit bond with it by using the piece repeatedly in battle, crafting, or gathering. Once an item's spirit bond reaches to 100%, you will be able to extract materia from the list of available subcommands. Once materia is extracted from an item, its spirit bond will be reduced to 1%. Affixing materia to an item can be done by a disciple of the hand with the proper training, or by speaking with materia melder NPCs. Should you wish to remove materia, you may also do so by highlighting and selecting retrieve materia. So I think what I was trying to go for here is that it is under the skills. So like, not exactly all of my equipment at this point is capable of getting materia extracted. Excuse me. Getting their materia extracted, as it said so in that menu. Yeah, if I try to find it here, it would be under general. Yeah. There is materia extraction. I also had some other ones like minion roulettes and repair, which I never thought of. There's also limit break. But yes, here's the window that I was trying to find of specific items that I've collected that are capable of getting their materia extracted. So like the weathered stuff, the Ring of Fidelity, that stuff. So if it's at 100%, I should be able to extract it. Once the materia has been extracted, yep, I just do that, and then voila. It looks like I got some Savage Aim materia. The level of an item also plays a role in who can or cannot enhance the gear, requiring higher level crafters as the level of the item increases. If you lack the ability to meld your materia to an item, you may enlist the aid of other players or speak with a materia melder NPC. Another option is to find a similar piece of armor with materia already attached. The markets are all a perfect place to find specifically crafted items, synthesized by disciples of the hand from across Eorzea. Another option is to find another PC to meld the materia for you. One way to do this is via the player search. Once you have found a PC capable of doing the meld, and terms have been agreed upon, target the player and select Request Meld. So what it's trying to say is that if I'm not skilled enough, I guess, there's probably like some sort of level that I have to like keep extracting materia from or stuff like that. I just have to go to a more professional, whether it's either a player or an NPC, and I think this took me a while too, that I didn't actually figure out, yeah, those are the materia that I've extracted in the inventory. One has like critical hit +1, the other had like direct hit rate. Those are like the, those are supposed to be like the enhancements, which kind of feels like it's not very much at the beginning. So now, I think at this part that I kind of struggled here to find someone who is capable of melding materia, which is the next step. I think it's more so of like enhancing my weapons and armor with the materia that I extracted. But I didn't even realize that there is an NPC for that kind of stuff in each specific country. So like there's one person or one NPC from Limsa, the other from Ulda, and the other one from Gridania, and so on and so forth. And that NPC for materia, or melding materia, for Limsa Lominsa should be right around here. It's just, well, yeah, there he is. Materia Melder. It just took a little bit to load in the NPCs. But, yeah, there you go. So any items that I have that is capable of getting materia can have the materia that I've extracted. So I'm not even sure which ones I extracted here. It's probably one that is not equipped. But this is like an actual decent tutorial of how this actually works for beginners. Because when the first time I played this game, I just completely skipped this tutorial. Like, I was like, okay, I got materia extraction. I'm off to save Thanalan afterwards. I did not need to know about this. Is that like... Oh, available materia enhancements. Oh, it has like a select few. Huh. I didn't even... Yeah, actually, I've never even seen that. So, like, that Inferno Axe already has, like, +4. Okay. Yeah, it already has like +4 determination. Now it has a crit rate. Yeah, a critical hit +1. Yeah, because it already has +4 determination and strength. And I guess dexterity. I just added a crit rate to that weapon. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the extraction. I just never like clearly used all my older weapons. I just always go for the weapon that's like the highest level that I can hold. All right, we're finally back to Minfilia. Welcome back, Brygarn. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful. Yes, we did. Here's the dagger back. Ah, what a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I am sure you are aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you the edge you need, Brygarn, so make it your ally. Now it is the time we discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray speak with me when you are ready to begin. And this one is going to be the insane one. All right. I did get a level 18 weapon coffer. This is like a treasure chest. Yep. It looks like oh, I gained another Infernal Wax after I extracted another one. God damn it, dude. I just fucking, I just melded one and they gave me an extra one. I just wish it was good for selling money. But we are finally here at the first boss of Final Fantasy XIV, Lord of the Inferno. Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend Ungust, the false priest. He has revealed that he is due to meet with the Amalja to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amalja responsible for the abductions, and so they mean to have Ungust attend as planned. As the Amalja are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flames have requested your support. I would have provided it to them, Brygarn. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Until such time as he does, you will be the Scion's role representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me to tell you to save some for him. Such is his confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you have made ready, take yourself to Camp Drybone and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Boy, here we go. Time for a fight through the fire and flames. Did I just hear that? Someone just... His name is Flat Earther. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, God. I can't believe there are Flat Earthers even in Eorzea. Oh, my God. I just heard someone in pain. Flame Sergeant? Ah, you're Brygarn Mistral of the Scions. My thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture Amalja and prise from them the whereabouts of the abductees. The Lizardmen aren't aware that their man, Ungust, has been exposed. When they come to rendezvous points to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent, Every member must count, and so we requested the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way in and lie wait. We stand to learn much more of the Amalja plot if the mission succeeds. Let's make sure it does. I guess while I'm at it too, I can speak about something that I've been actually cooking up here. Because I know this is the same recording session, and I'm finally now doing the last third of it, if I can. I still, like, find myself upset that I should have fixed my hard drive so that the Audacity file could not been lost, or the MP3 file could have not been lost, and I wouldn't have done this in the first place. Trying to redo a whole 7 hours of dialogue. But I'm actually getting so close to actually doing something that I should have done a long time ago that I was doing for a while, and that is to stream. I actually want to start streaming again, and my friend has been making lots of suggestions about it. Like, if I would plan to even grow for a little bit, I feel like streaming a game like this would actually help. And not just on Twitch. I feel like Twitch is on a different level, but streaming it on YouTube would feel interesting. And I can make like a separate playlist for, like, either a separate playlist or a separate channel specifically for stream VODs. And then I can just take that, extract it into episodic videos for narrative and even gameplay or playthroughs. And then after that, I can extract those for, like, highlights and YouTube shorts. I've been planning on this for, like, weeks. Months, if many. Oh, but first, boss time. Is the bait in place? Our man is in position, sir. Good. We make our move as soon as the Amalja appear. Yes, sir. Oh, that seemed very early of an ambush. What the fuck? What is the meaning of this? Wait, something's amiss. Uh-oh. Looks like they ambushed us. Wait, that said traitorous flame soldier. I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. I eluded the immortal flame's clutches for moons before finally getting caught. Did you not wonder how I managed it? 'Twas almost as if someone was feeding him information from the inside. Aye, your very movement was known to me ahead of time. Why does he almost look like Hanzo? What the fuck? Not as much as I love to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. They're all yours. Ta-ta. Oh boy. So, we got ambushed from our ambush. I mean, yo dog, I heard you like ambushes. Alright, fighting the Amalja.
Our Amalja friends will keep you company.
Filthy traitors! When I get my hands on you! I can't believe it. There was another traitor in our group. And not only that, but the Flame Soldiers of Thanalan. There was a traitor in our hands. You know, I wonder how different it would have been. Yeah, I wonder how different it would have been if I started from a different country like Ul'dah, where it has Flame Soldiers, because the other, like Limsa had like the pirates, I think. Just trying to remember, it's been a while. How long will you last, I wonder? But yeah, as I was saying, like, I do actually plan, this is like big news that I've wanted to discuss as I started doing it, that I'm actually wanting to stream again. And it's been, yeah, it's been so long since I've done it. Probably since Super Mario Maker 2. I do remember this. Super Mario Maker 2 was probably the last time I streamed something. And not only just to do it on Twitch, but I like to do it on YouTube as well. And me and my friends on Discord, like, we've been discussing this for months on how I should handle this, like how to handle channel growth. And I do believe this is one of the best ways to do it, besides like doing YouTube short highlights, which I was doing for a while last year before I stopped doing it for no reason. Maybe it's because I wasn't getting enough highlights. But now I should have some ideas. I should, yeah. I do have a lot of ideas. I just need to extract them. Cannot execute at this time. Oh my god, that Lalafel's dead. Did you see that? Oh my god, that poor creature. Put up your weapon, or your comrade's a dead man. Behind you! Oh. You put a sleep spell on me. Bring him. The rest of you, march. Traitorous scum. Oh, looks like we failed our mission. I can't believe it. We failed our goddamn mission. What are they gonna do to us? Or Sora, it's the Heartless. Hey, Dad, Sora, it's the Heartless. Nerf. Oh, bother, Sora. It's that stinking Heartless again. I fear the Amalja mean to give us to their god as an offering. If I must die, then let me die a soldier's death, with steel in hand. Ooh. Now this is another duty, but it's not really a dungeon, per se. This is only just a boss fight. Which I said earlier that this is the very first big boss fight in the game. It's only at level 20 difficulty though, which I'm pretty sure it's gonna, like, take us down there. But we are ready. The Bowl of Embers. Oh no, the eclipse. I thought we had that a few weeks ago. Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery. O mighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno, Your humble servants beseech you, grace us with your divine presence. He is a scrunkly ass motherfucker. O mighty Ifrit, we bring before you ignorant savages who know not your godhead. If it please you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame, and mark them as your own. Bloody hells! Bring those two as well. Wait, Ungust? What's going on? This ain't what we agreed? None but servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the rite of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. No, spare me! I beg you!
Pitiful children of man, by my breath I claim you. Arise once more as my loyal minions. Feed my flames with your faith, and call who stand against us shall burn.
It's called, or it's all, not call, dipstick. Whoa! Almighty Ifrit, my one true God. Your words are my bread and butter. Impossible! What sorcery do you resist my master's will? Could it be? You're the protagonist of this game? Your soul already belongs to another? Yes, that is the only explanation.
Forsooth, thy frail mortal flame can serve as vessel to the blessing of but one. Yet I smell not the taint of another upon thee. The truth of thine allegiance waxeth clear. Thou art of the godless blessed's number. The paragons warned of thy abhorrent kind. Thine existence is not to be suffered.
Here we fucking go. It's Ifrit. The first primal and the first boss. One or more party members are new to this duty. A bonus will be awarded for swift. I guess I didn't read that fast enough. But yeah, all I just have to do at this moment is just be a tank, just take all the hits, have Ifrit focus on me, and everything will be fine. But yeah, like, I've thought about wanting to stream for a while now, and quite honestly, I should have started doing that as soon as I like got laid off from work at my at the studio, because that way that would have been like easier to get into, even though it's been almost like a year. But I still have hopes that not just my studio, or not just the studio that I'm working at or being employed at, but all other studios will find projects to do starting June. which this is being, or this audio is being recorded on May 7th. Did you just hit his head? Which I do believe this is on a Tuesday. This is after the weekend of the Throne Controllers Coliseum that happened on May 4th to the 6th? Or no, May 3rd to the 5th. Which, as usual, that weekend was a fucking amazing time to watch. They were handing out like a Steam Deck as like a donation giveaway, and I looked up on that, and you can do lots of emulation for that stuff. Whoa. Oh yeah, I see that now. I definitely realized what I did wrong there. I was way too close to him. Forward. When your HP is reduced to 0, you are KO'd and rendered unable to perform any actions. In this state, you are left with two options. Either return immediately to your current home point or wait for another player to revive you using an action or a spell, such as Raise. But yeah, as you saw there, I like instantly died by his attack. It kind of felt like a last resort kind of thing, but I definitely did realize what I did wrong there, and that I stood too close to him. I should have like stood away from the middle. But yeah, Throne Controllers Coliseum was a heck of a lot of fun to watch. They had like the Steam Deck, and I did look up that like not only does it have like Steam games you can play, but it can do like emulation for other games as well. You can even play fucking Nintendo DS games on there with the help of emulation. Hell, at this point, like, I wonder if they got Citra on there, which you can play 3DS games. After what happened with Nintendo trying to take that down, which they did. They took down the emulator, but not the ROMs that you can add for it. So I do have it myself. By the time this video comes out, I'm pretty sure the Nintendo ninjas are gonna come after me. But speaking of Nintendo, by the way, last night, actually it's the 8th now, it just hit midnight. Last night they actually tweeted out that the successor to the Nintendo Switch has been announced. So what they have planning on is that there's going to be a Nintendo Direct in June, but it's not going to have any news about the successor console. Oh, yep. Run away. Run away. Oh. That's what could have killed me. That's what could have killed me. I would have been insta-killed if I hit that. But yeah, they're not going to show any news about the next console, but they're probably going to show all the last minutes or like last few Switch games that are going to come out this year up to March 2025, which is when we're going to hear news about the next console. It could be just called the Nintendo Switch 2, or probably something more professional like Nintendo Switch Pro, or Nintendo Switch P, or Nintendo Switch S or some kind. Nintendo Switch U. Nintendo U Switched. It's gonna be some goofy ass name. The Nintendo Wii U. Fuck! Anyways, Ifrit's dead. Oh yeah, that's one of the crystals that I need to collect. Well, what do you know? A little crystal. Pray forgive my lateness. Like, where have you been, Thancred? You missed everything. I was delayed by a congregation of Amage de Zealots. I swear, each seemed more evangelical than the last. Persistent lot? Oh. Phew. I see the Bloodsworn wasted no time extracting the captives. No less than I expect from the Flame General's handpicked men. As for those two, it is fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology, Bragon. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would have never left you to face it alone. You may have been given a veritable baptism of fire. But let us continue this conversation in more agreeable surrounds. Camp Drybone, shall we say? This way, sir. Yes, let's escape. We're done with this place. So that was the mighty Ifrit. And what a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Ul'dan interference into account. You should know better than to rely upon 5-year-old data left by the 7th Legion. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland. Given the troubles at court, we have only ourselves to rely upon. Ever the pessimist, my dear Livia. Promise me you'll never change. We've wasted enough time here. That meter of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there was aught worth a damn for it to read, but I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. Yet I find that I am troubled by that adventurer's unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove a hindrance to our plans? Perhaps, but that is a consideration for another time. You have been given a task. That is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do so as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. With allies like that, beware a woman in love. I shall need to be on my best behavior. I take it they're related. I take it they're in love. Maybe. Wait, why are we back in the battlefield? I thought we just left. Well, you could have just let us out first. Jesus. Yeah, you could have just let us out of the battlefield first. You didn't have to take us back in. I don't even know if you grabbed anything as a drop from Ifrit after you defeated him. Probably just a lot of experience. Ah, there you are, Bragon. Come, rest a while. You will have no better opportunity. After witnessing their god's ignominious defeat, the Amalja will be less inclined to risk our wrath. For a time, at least. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use to you or the abductees. They may be whole of a body, but the same cannot be said of their minds, for once a man is tempered. But it ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all our misfortunes, there is still a reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hands no less. That is the deed of no ordinary individual, Brigon. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Minfilia will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearing the tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to the mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax and return to the Waking Sands when you are good and ready. We can discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems will solve themselves. And that's how I immediately just immediately teleport to the Waking Sands. I'm glad you have, like, letters that they gave you so that you could... They just expect you to return there, like, several times. Right, I did say, like, I enjoyed watching Colosseum. It was good to see a lot of people that I look up to again for a special weekend. I just wish I could see them again in person in Con Bravo, but I feel like that needs to be changed for me to actually go to these other conventions like PAX East, I think it's PAX East, and MagFest to go see them. Patrick was also telling me, like, he might be able to see John if he wants to, and I told him that Odafest happens in Calgary, and John goes there almost every year. But it turns out that since today is May 8th that I'm recording this audio, that convention is actually happening the weekend after Colosseum. So I'm not even sure if they would have the energy to go to a convention right after a charity event. But maybe they might see them. But for me, like, I have to actually travel to other conventions, especially in the States, because, like, Con Bravo doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately, because of COVID. And the only one that's left are Anime North, Toronto Comic Con, and Fan Expo. And I feel like Fan Expo is probably a good idea, but it's going to be a lot to take in. Ah, the triumphant hero returns. Thancred told us the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the Solar, giving a full report to Lady Minfilia. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilia is most eager to see you.